Guppies Aquatics, and today I'm just going to be feeding all of my fish. I figured I haven't done that in a while, and it's really cool to watch. I'll just get started up with feeding the guppy tank right here. Mostly everything, just these flakes, and then for the Pleco and the 55, he gets one of these Pleco wafers. In this guppy tank, you'll see that I have that I put the snail from the 55 in here, because I'm pretty sure burrows too. I'm just trying to get stuff that sifts up the sand, so it doesn't turn black again. Like, I just did a water change on all the tanks today, except for the, I think 55 was the only one I didn't do. And it was all black, so I just had to fix that again. But yeah, there's the loaches. We got a bunch of guppies, and I'm pretty sure at least one or two of the females is already pregnant. You can kind of see right there in that orange one. The black dots at the back normally mean they're pregnant, because you can see in one of the other ones that they're orange right there, and that means they're not as far into it. So I'm guessing that one's pregnant. But let's get right into feeding these guys right here. So I'll open the top up slowly. There we go. And just plain colored. My other stuff used to be really nicely colored. But I'll just put that in right there. It's about all I need. And then they'll munch on that. Alright, the loaches just aren't eating right now. They'll probably eat later, but there he is, one of the panda koris. Sorry for the video, it was kind of up, so you had to watch it the other way, but the rest of the video should be back to normal. And I did add one of the snails that the white wizard snail produced into here, hoping I could keep him alive and he'd maybe go up into a white wizard snail. But yeah, so that guppy has one in his mouth, and now I'm going to feed the 10-gallon with the long-nosed Farewella catfish. He's on the wall right there. These guys are also pretty crazy. This tank's kind of boring because most of them are young guppies, and then it's just bottom feeders. These guys are pretty active when you put food in. Yeah, you can see they'll swim to the top there, and they'll just all go crazy on that. Have the little beta nose beat up. He doesn't get much at all. You probably won't see him eat, because I don't know if he's gonna go up, but he's going his fins back. As you can see, they're a lot better, and they keep getting better every video. He's just looking at me. He doesn't care about the food right now, but he will get it, because it's a little bit floating at the top there. Most of the stuff just goes and gets into the rocks. But every time I try to put a bottom feeder in here, it just disappears, so I might try again in a bit. But yeah, so until then, they just go into the rocks. Maybe. No, okay. So I'll just start feeding the 25, I guess, right here with the neon tetras, a bunch of snails. You can see a lot of the poops off the bottom because I did a water change. And so yeah, oops, I left this one. And there's the $50 beta with all the color already eating. Give them one more little pinch. And here these guys go. I'm eating right here, so he's starting to eat, and now I'm just gonna feed these little Danios in here. Because they also need to get fed, so it's not much, but they do eat it, and eventually I don't really see them eat, but they're not dead, which means they're eating, so yeah. So I'm gonna feed the axolotls right now, actually, so I'll be right back. One right here, it's just one cut in half, because Toothless is getting pretty big, so I cut him down to twice a week. Toothless would get one worm, and then Fury would get half of one, but then I just changed it to every other day again, but they each just get half because they got aggressive. So this way they still get food. So I'm gonna show you them feeding right now. I saw the axolotls eat. That was really cool. I had the slow-mo. Toothless was really cool when he ate. But now it's time for the 55, and I'm going to use my underwater camera here. So I'll get 2 or 3 views of it. One from underwater, and then a few from the top. So, yeah. Let's do that real quickly. So I'm going to set up the camera, and then I'll be back. Little camera in there. I don't know what angle it's getting. But you can tell they know that they're going to be fed right now. So if I'm going to put a little bit in first. They'll all get super fired up. They already are, but when I did that before, they were all in the one spot. Like right now, look at that. They're just all piling on top of each other. So now, and there's a new fish too, the Parascrami. But now I'm going to plop in everywhere. These fish know to stay behind, so it's not really the crowd. That's because at least the pink glowfish stays behind every time because he always ends up getting most food. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put a last pinch in right here for these guys and show you this. Oh yeah, I need to put the pleco wafer in. So I grab one of those and drop this thing in right here. And there it goes down. So that's all the fish being fed. I'm kneeling from this tank just so you can see I'm still eating behind me. But thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.